Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Liquid Crystal. Last time we made our way nearly all the way to Lavender Town, and this time we are going to be completing our journey to Lavender Town, so let's get right on to it. One major thing I should probably mention is I am recording on the new computer, which is super duper exciting. The videos are now going to be in 1080p, which is awesome. Ooh, a nugget, we actually want that. What can we dump? But yeah, I'm really excited to be recording on the new computer right here, so it should be really exciting. You will notice that we are actually recording in 1080p, which is super duper cool. HP up. Well, actually we have 3 of those. We can't really get rid of it. Let's get rid of, you know what? Let's give Feraligatr the Never Melt Ice to power up its Ice Punch. How about? Alright, we're holding the Silk Scarf. Okay. So we'll take that, and of course now we're stuck with Silk Scarf, so don't know what we're going to do with that. Let's see here. Let's give someone the Quick Claw. Give, not use. Sure, we'll give it to Alakazam, I don't know. Just trying to make some room here. But yes, we are recording in 1080p, which is super nice, so the game should look quite a bit sharper. I have also upscaled my borders that I've been using, so they might look a little bit fuzzy because they were originally designed for 720p video. So that's an issue that might look a little bit off, but I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. Plus, when the new Let's Play starts, I will definitely make the interface in 1080p for that. My voice might sound a little bit different, as I discussed in the last episode, but I think we can make this work out pretty well. So I'm pretty excited to be getting on here. We're actually pretty darn close to Lavender Town, all things considered. We made most of the progress in the last video, so shouldn't have too much trouble here getting all the way there, which is nice. Bringing down a Gyarados with Thunder Punch, very nice. Alrighty. Good experience for that. So yeah, most of the day yesterday, on Wednesday, was basically me porting everything over to the new computer to make sure it would work okay. And it looks like it's all going to work out just fine, which is nice. I did a short test recording prior to this to make sure everything was working, and it looked like it was working out pretty good. Pretty excited. Rio the Lion wants to record Minecraft later, so that one might be a little bit shaky just because I still need to figure out the audio situation fully in regards to Minecraft, but it should be pretty good. If you hear a sound in the background like a scratching, that's actually a cat trying to get in my room. She's not going to get in here, though, because the instant I let her in, she's going to want out. I'm sure you're all familiar with the phenomenon, but since I have to run my voice through a background noise filter to make it sound okay, shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alrighty. Brought down 2 Gyaradoses, that's pretty insane. Alright, get our experience for that. A 3rd one? Are you kidding me? Wow. This guy means business. Alright, sends out Gyarados. Alright, Intimidate is cutting our attack, but I'm pretty darn sure Spark is special, so it shouldn't actually inhibit our ability to damage it with Spark any, which is good. Alrighty, please don't knock me out. Okay, it's using Dragon Dance. Basically a free turn for us, because the thing about Dragon Dance is you need an extra turn to reap the benefits of it. It did raise its speed, though, so I'm a bit worried. Oh dear, it actually got the priority on that one. Survive! Good. Awesome. I don't know what it is with Twister, but in my experience, it has never been a good move. I don't know why, or if it has any special rules regarding it, but it just seems to me that it never deals a decent amount of damage. Don't know why. Alrighty. So, we can head up this way. I believe we have a guitarist up this way? Is that correct? No, I'm actually wrong about that. Okay. But in here, we want to talk to this guy. I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I can see that you like fishing. There's no doubt in my mind at all. So, I know I'm right. Yes, just as I thought. Here, fishing fan, take this. It's a super rod. And he will give you the super rod. I probably won't ever be using it during the LP, but just might as well point out that it's there in case anyone's using this as a guide. Alright, let's head further forward here. We should be nearly there. Route 12, Vermilion City, Lavender Town, Fuchsia City. Okay, this is quite the big intersection. Over this way is actually a route that connects to Vermilion, but since that Snorlax is in the way, it really doesn't lead anywhere, so I think we're actually going to be skipping out on that route, at least for now. Alright, we got a fisher over here. I feel so content fishing while listening to some tunes on my radio. How are you listening to tunes on your radio? The power's out. Alright, Fisher Zelk wants to battle. Was he named that in the original? I actually have no clue. Alrighty. Send out Gengar here. It starts to hail, of course. But luckily, we have some pretty powerful moves on our side. Let's see what Shadow Ball will do. I think in most situations, Shadow Ball will actually do more damage than Thunder Punch on Gengar, so might as well use it. Alrighty. Got a Quillfish coming out next, which is interesting. I'm pretty sure I already told the Owlfish story from when I was like 9, so I won't bother telling it again. Alright, get our hail damage. He also gets hail damage, which is nice. And I think Shadow Ball will probably take this thing out. Yes, it does! Very good. Awesome. Alright, get experience for that. It's been trainer after trainer after trainer on this route, but we're actually almost done with it, so pretty soon we should be getting a bit of story progress in, which is super nice. Alright, nothing this way. I think we're on the last little stretch of bridge. I think this might be among one of the last trainers we have to fight, which is super nice. Luckily, these trainers aren't too terribly hard, plus they're giving us valuable experience for the fights ahead. But another Remoraid coming out. I have a feeling another Shadow Ball should do this thing in just fine. Alright. So, the Bluetooth adapter I got the other day didn't require any firmware installation or anything like that. I just plugged it in and it worked. Absolutely wonderful when that happens. Much in contrast to trying to get a printer to work on the Windows partition of this computer, because honestly, that took probably an hour or two. So, when you plug something in and it just works, that's just the best. And I'm hoping, since this is a different type of adapter than what is built into the MacBook, I'll have an easier time connecting my controller. Because when I was recording on the laptop, there would be some times where I'd try to connect the controller and it would just simply not work, and I would have to restart the computer, perhaps multiple times, to get it to work. Haven't had any such problems so far on the new computer, so I'm really excited that it seems that we're having that work out for us. Fishing spot. No fishers on the actual fishing spot, a little bit awkward. Alright, got one more trainer here, I think. Do you remember? Yeah, I do. It was quite interesting. Man. Alright, Kyle wants to battle, sends out a Seeking, which is actually a very bulky water type, if I remember correctly, so hopefully using a special attack in the form of Shadow Ball should bring it down. I think we're getting up in the levels to the point where I think we can be a little bit more confident in regards to being able to deal out one-shots, or in this case 2 shots from the looks of it. Waterfall. Interesting fact about Waterfall that not many people are aware of. Waterfall, I believe, was actually a move in Generation 1. It's just that it was not an HM move and it had no out-of-battle effect, and I believe at that point it was actually the signature move of Goldeen and Seeking, and they were the only Pokemons that could learn it, therefore, so pretty random, interesting fact about the origins of Waterfall. Makes you wonder if there are any moves that exist in the game now that currently do nothing, but may do something in the future. Could be pretty interesting. Alright, I don't think this thing is going to outspeed. Okay, good. Alright, the hail might take us out after this turn. We can hope that it doesn't. Let's see here. Alright, get that. Okay, I remember now. In Generations 3 and 2, you could actually switch out before the weather took effect for that turn, which is nice. Alright, got a Poliwhirl coming out, and now hail effects, which is nice. Alright, so it's going to deal some chip damage to the Pokemon he just sent out, which is super nice. Alrighty. Hopefully we are going to be able to bring down this Poliwhirl with Pidgeot no problem. That did more than half, which is absolutely lovely. Alrighty. Fun fact about Poliwhirl, I'm saying fun fact a lot, but I believe Poliwhirl is actually Satoshi Tajiri's favorite Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but Poliwhirl has a pretty important spot in the lore, even though it's not really that special of a Pokemon by itself, because it is the creator's favorite. So, fun fact there. I'm going to try and keep in Pidgeot and see what we can do. Hail continuing to fall. I like how they actually have the weather take effect in battle. You don't really see that often. In fact, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't think we actually saw natural hail in the actual series until Generation 4, when Overworld Snow was a thing. Because Overworld Snow was actually not a thing in Generation 3 at all, so this is completely new. Something that the creator added in to have hail be at the start of a fight whenever this happens. Pretty cool when you think about it. I'm continually impressed by this hack and all the stuff it's managed to add over FireRed. Alrighty, Fisher Kyle was defeated. Are you the last one? Yes, indeed I do remember. What do I remember? The tug you feel on the rod when you hook a Pokemon. That's the best feeling ever for an angler like me. Ooh, I bet it is. Anyway, up here is Lavender Town. Very interesting town. People always have these conspiracy theories about this city. Not sure if I buy into any of them. So after that long trek, we definitely want to run in and heal, and then after that we do have a pit stop that we are definitely going to want to make in this town. Doesn't seem like the most important town in the world, but there is actually something pretty important that we should probably do here. And it would be over here, in the magical grave site that they bulldozed to make room for a radio tower. Alrighty, what do you gotta say, sir? Many people are hard at work here in the radio tower. They must be doing their best to put on good shows. Welcome. Feel free to look around anywhere on this floor. And this guy right here. Oh, no! We've been off the air since the power plant shut down. All my efforts to start this station would be wasted if I can't broadcast. I'll be ruined. Hey there, I am the Super Music Director. Huh? Your Pokegear can't tune into my music programs. How unfortunate. If you get an expansion card upgrade, you can tune in. You better get one. That is going to be very important for later. Escape rope. I don't think we are going to need that. And then, of course, there's this guy. Sorry, but you can only tour the ground floor. Ever since Johto's radio tower was taken over by a criminal gang, we've had to step up our security. Very interesting stuff. We're going to want to keep that in mind for later. Now, over this way is a route that connects to Saffron, which is Route 8. But for some reason, we were not allowed to actually make use of this route from Saffron to Lavender. So it actually is pretty much useless because the only reason we would need it would be to get back to Saffron City. So actually right here, I think I'm going to cut away and buy some supplies at the Pokemart because we actually have a little bit of a dungeon coming up. So I'm actually going to cut away here and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. I took the opportunity to stock up on Great Balls and Max Repels. We're not going to be needing the Great Balls for a while, I suspect, but we're definitely going to need the Max Repels. And I also switched Arcanine into the front of the party. Whoever had the experience share last still has it. I believe it's Pidgeot, if I remember correctly. You like Pokemon, don't you? Me too! Well, I would hope I like Pokemon. I'm playing one of their games. So the cat that was waiting outside my door had begun to honestly start caterwauling to be let in, so I decided to just let her in. So hopefully she'll behave now that she's where she wants to be. I don't know what was up with her. I mean, there's nothing important in here. I mean, I guess I'm the only human being home at the moment, which is pretty important and pretty interesting. We're taking an earthquake here. That's really bad. I don't think we want to stay in with Arcanine here, so I think we're going to wind up switching. I think we're probably going to be switching over to Pidgeot since it is actually immune to that earthquake we just took. So let's just take the swap right here. Gengar might also be immune. I actually don't recall if its ability is Levitate or not. I'm not going to check because Pidgeot's already out, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I just noticed it's actually raining instead of snowing now. Pretty interesting. I like the dynamic weather system. There's new weather on every route instead of in other games where it's basically the same weather on the same route all the time. Route 119 in Hoenn, I'm looking at you. Surprised you aren't completely underwater at this point. Alright, I'm going to use Fly because I think that'll deal the extra little bit of damage we need to bring down this Quagsire right here. Alrighty. Boom. See what we can get, and oh no! He's going to heal and I'm going to fall asleep. That's bad. You know what? Let's just experiment a little bit since we know he's going to heal, and if I keep Pidgeot in, it's definitely going to fall asleep. Let's switch over here and see if Gengar is immune to Earthquake, assuming it's going to try and use it, which I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Yep, there's the heal. I called it. Luckily, though, if we do bring this thing down, I think we might see a double level up this turn, depending on how much experience this thing gives out. Quagsire is relatively bulky, and bulky Pokemon tend to dish out more experience than others do, so hopefully we'll be seeing that here. Alrighty. Shadow Ball again. Not doing too terribly much damage to this thing, which is unfortunate, but I have a feeling the next Shadow Ball should take it out, and if it doesn't, it should get really darn close. Okay. Shadow Ball. And boom. Alright, please give me the KO. Darn it. Didn't get it. Oh, of course, now it lowers the special defense. Alright, we're taking a yawn. But I think we have the resources, we have the technology to bring it down this turn. Please don't heal. Okay, good. And boom, Quagsire goes down. Very nice. Get our experience. Oh wow, no one got a level up. Oh no, Pidgeot got a level up. Okay, I'm cool with that. And Robert was defeated, which means we avoid the sleep. Very nice. Alrighty. So right up here... That's the wrong way. Right up here, we are actually going to be going into a bit of a cave. The first cave we've actually encountered in the Kanto region thus far, and pretty much the first time where it's been mandatory that we step into an area where wild Pokemon can be found. So that's the main reason why I stocked up on the Max Repels. I know that the Super Repels are actually more cost efficient in terms of their step to money ratio, but the shop in Lavender Town actually does not sell Super Repels, it only sells Max Repels. So that's basically why I bought them. I didn't want to go running practically back to Johto to get hold of a Super Repel. So I'm sure you'll understand. Besides, we have a lot of money from all these trainers we've been fighting, so I really don't think it matters. I think we still have over 200,000. And the hail works in our favor, and we get the KO. It's crazy. We haven't left this route or anything, yet it transitioned from snowing to raining to snowing again, I think. Ha 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 choo! Pretty fitting, given the weather. Alrighty. Do we have one more trainer? Oh, we have a little bit of an extra thing up here. Route 10, north to Cerulean City. Some explorers are fighting inside Rock Tunnel about a fossil they found. I'm not moving until this fight is over. Oh, brilliant! We actually cannot go this way, so it looks like we are going to be taking the route in between Lavender and Saffron after all. So that's a little bit of a buzzkill. I think I'm going to cut away here and heal since I came right back in town. I mean, might as well, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back once again. I healed up our Pokemon. For some reason, the cat was now begging to be let into my closet. I don't even know. So I opened the closet door, and now she's exploring in there, so whatever, we'll let her have her fun. Alright, let's head out onto Route 8 here, since we obviously can't go anywhere else except for that route near Vermilion, which is a dead end. You've got many gym badges. Indeed I do. Hopefully within the next couple of videos we'll be getting another one, which will be super exciting. Super Nerd Tom wants to battle, sends out Magnemite. Luckily we have Arcanine out front, which will definitely work in our favor because Flamethrower, ahaha! I would have been super disappointed if that didn't KO in one shot. Alrighty, get our experience for that. And we got another Magnemite coming out. Might as well stick with what works. Alright. Very, very nice. I'm sorry if I seem a little bit caught off guard this video. It's just I was fully expecting to be able to head through Rock Tunnel, but since we've approached it from one direction and now we're going to be approaching it from another direction, because we do need to get to the area immediately across from Rock Tunnel anyway, it looks like we're actually not going to need to explore the area at all unless some sort of story plot forces us in there. I might still go back and explore the areas that I've skipped over. I'm kind of torn on that, because really, if we don't have to go there, odds are they're just trainer battles and nothing really of value in terms of plot. So I might do it, I'm not sure. I'm still a little bit torn on that. Alrighty, so I don't believe there's anything of importance for us in there. There might be something over here. Oh wow, there's actually not. In Pokemon Crystal there was actually a berry tree over here. Quite surprised to see that absent. How does the Magnetrain work? You're a super nerd, I think you can figure it out. And like all super nerds, your best resource is Wikipedia. Trust me on that. Alright, got a level 56 Grimer, pretty intense. Luckily, it looks like they've sort of forced the Kanto region into being more linear in this hack, which is pretty nice. I suppose one could have headed north to Cerulean immediately after doing the Saffron event, but basically, between that route and the route that we've been taking here, those are the only two routes, which is pretty interesting. It was a lot more open-ended in the original game, so I think this focus on a more linear approach is allowing them to have a linear scaling on the levels, which is nice. Because when we first got to the region, we weren't seeing Pokemon levels quite this high, and I just realized that that Muck took that Flamethrower like an absolute boss, so I think we are going to switch over to Alakazam and get the super effective attack off. I'm just glancing over to see what the cats are doing, because they're cats. You never know what they're going to do. They're crazy. Alright, let's take a Psychic and blast it in the face. Please get a KO. Awesome. Very nice. That thing was super bulky. Get lots of experience for that. Alrighty, and Sam was defeated. I just want to see the Magnet Train. Well, with any luck, it should be back up and running soon. Alright, what's around this way? Do we still have that biker gang that was here in the original? Yes, we do! One last little bit. I'm sure you noticed that the underground path, when we passed from Saffron into Celadon, I mentioned that the underground path was closed. I think in all likelihood, that's the fault of these guys, because these guys have clearly been causing quite the ruckus down there, which is why it's been closed indefinitely. Super duper unfortunate, because it's pretty convenient to be able to just duck right under Saffron. But oh well, I guess we can't have everything. Hopefully the north-south underground path will be operational once we do something about the power plant problem, because don't want to go running around in an underground tunnel in the dark. Although I don't know why we can't just go down there and use Flash. Something I've never actually thought about before. Alright, get our experience. What is going on back there, cats? Okay. One of my cats is climbing on my bin of Legos. Man, the cats just can't calm down during this episode. The cops shut down our underground path. That really fries me. Yep, they thought it was their turf, but the cops showed them otherwise, it looks like. Alright, luckily this guy only has one Pokemon. Surprisingly, it's a Flareon. I don't know if this guy had a Flareon in the original. I don't think he did. But oh well, Flareon isn't exactly the best of the evolutions, as I like to call them, so looks like we should be able to two-shot it with strength, unless we get super unfortunate and it's left with a sliver. Let's see here. Oh, dang it! And it's not snowing anymore either, so it looks like we can count on a heal this turn, which is super unfortunate. And it looks like they also got the poison off on us right here, which is disappointing. Alrighty, I think I'm actually going to switch out to Feraligatr right here, because we want that poison to do as little damage as possible to Arcanine here. And yep, there's the heal. Not exactly surprised at that. Okay, let's try a Surf. That should bring it down nice. And yeah, critical. Remains to be seen whether or not it was actually pointless. Alrighty, get our experience for that. And Biker Harris was defeated. Forgive me! I have a feeling I should probably cut away and heal off that poison, so I'm going to do that right now. Luckily I had a spare antidote, and luckily I only had the one that we've probably been carrying around for about 60 episodes now. But now that that's gone, the poison is healed, and we also have an extra space in our bag for some stuff we might find. Alright, so we got one more biker dude right here, and then I think we'll be good to head on into Saffron and end off the episode. Super exciting. This is the first episode recorded on the new machine. I'm really excited to hear how it turns out. Hopefully nothing significant went wrong, because I think this episode's been going on for quite a while, and I haven't had one of these recordings absolutely fail on me before, and I think it would be super unfortunate if I had to re-record a 30-minute video, because just That would be awful. Alrighty. Let's get a flamethrower off right here. And we should be able to get another consistent one-shot, which is nice. And I assume this guy is another coughing after this, because that's kind of these guys' gig. Yep, another coughing. Not surprising in the slightest. See if we can pull off one-shot number 3. Right here, which is very nice. Arcanine is almost level 61, which is nice. I believe 60 is now the lowest level that can be found on our team, which is super nice. We're definitely getting up there in the levels. Way, way better than in the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal. I was actually watching Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Pokemon Crystal, and he was still in the mid-40s in the Kanto region, and he had a really hard time against one of the gym leaders in the region, so I'm glad they're scaling a little bit more appropriately here. Just barely missed 61, which is a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. And right up here, the flyer's torn. It's impossible to read. It's locked. Oh, come on, are you kidding? I'm sorry, but this path has received some damages and undergoing repair. If you want to get to Saffron City, then you'll have to go through What? I have to walk that whole way. So, this past episode, we made it to Lavender Town, and we discovered one of the really important things that needs to get fixed by the return of the power plant. And next episode, it looks like we are going to be doing a significant amount of globetrotting. Be sure to like and share if you enjoyed, and I will see you all then.